Good morning, my beautiful, precious brothers and sisters. It is the first day of July, and this is the day that the Lord has made. Let you and I rejoice today and be exceedingly glad in it. Let's go out and touch someone's life in a positive way today. Let's spread the good news of salvation. I'm okay. Everything is fine. The sun is shining. We're going to have our coffee in a moment, or our ice water, or iced tea, whatever you're having in just one moment. But the storms, the wind is blowing, the storms came in with a vengeance last night. I posted on my Facebook page. My stepson got us up. It was right about 3 o'clock in the morning. And where I live here in Holly, Michigan, and I believe in Detroit, I'm finding out now from some friends on Facebook, the tornado sirens were sounding. And we got up, and then the rain came, and the wind was unbelievable, but it didn't last very long. But the lightning kept flashing. I'm thinking, maybe this is the rapture. The lightning was nonstop, nonstop, nonstop. The storm hit with power and with a vengeance, but it didn't last very long. And I haven't found any reports of any tornadoes in the area, so I don't know what set off the tornado warnings. But I don't have air conditioning. We don't have an air conditioner. We're poor. I live in a trailer. We've got window fans going, and we've got these screens in the window, but it rained so ferociously. But after everything settled down, died down, the winds died down, went to go back to bed. And was it a sideways wind? I don't know. And rain. The bed was drenched, was soaked from the rain. So I've been up for a little while. I've got to go out and work my ministry here in just a few moments. I am not going to be very popular with some today, but I speak what is on my mind. We're going to get to that in a moment. Let's have our coffee. I've got my coffee. Let me know what you are sharing with Pastor Dave this morning. Are you eating? What are you having for breakfast? I'm not doing breakfast this morning, but I do have my coffee. Are you ready? You ready? Okay. All right. Now, I want to talk about these 3 teenage Israeli boys who were murdered. And I want to send my prayers. We need to all pray for the families of these young children. There was no reason for this to be. I guess they were hitchhiking, which is, I guess, a common thing in that area. And this is when they were abducted, and Israeli soldiers, they have been looking for these 3 boys, and they did find them yesterday. And it was very, very bad news. But I want to explain something to you. I want to talk about the boy who cried wolf. And we're going to talk about that in one moment. Ministry announcements. I'm on my way out the door. I will be in the city of Flint today, and Burton and surrounding areas. We're going to be passing out Bibles and food and clothing. A lot of clothing to hand out. And water, bottled water. And we've got our coolers ready to go. As far as acknowledgments, there are no acknowledgments to report on for the ministry. As far as offerings, no offerings have come in for yesterday, the 30th of June, the last day of June. Now, I want to remind everyone, and I hope you understand, and this may not sit well with a lot of you, but I move as I feel led to move. I don't pull any punches. I want to remind everyone of the story of the boy who cried wolf. There was a boy who was tending the flock, the sheep. And I think he wanted to draw attention to himself and to become popular. So he would stand on top of the hill and he would cry, "The wolf is coming! The wolf is coming!" All the townspeople would run. They would look at the boy, he was getting pretty popular, and they would run to try to save the flock, the sheep. But there was no wolf. So they would go back to the fields and continue their work. The next day he did it again. The wolf is coming! The wolf is coming! And all of the townspeople, their heart just racing, they run up the hill to try to save the flock, the sheep, from harm's way. But the boy who cried wolf, there was no wolf. And this continued on. And we can kind of say that this happens here on YouTube. There are a lot of people that cry wolf on YouTube. Remember Comet Elenin extinction level event. Comet Elenin is coming! Comet Elenin is coming! Extinction level event! And everyone's heart is racing, thinking this is it, it's the end of the world, only to have it fizzle out and be a dud. Nothing happened. And then they would get on YouTube, becoming very popular, and they would start crying, an asteroid is coming! An asteroid is coming the size of a city block, the size of a bus. Everyone would tune in with their heart thumping, their heart racing, only to find out it made a close approach to the Earth, but nothing happened. Dud. Comet Ison is coming! Comet Ison is coming! Everyone in fear now. Fear for their own safety, their property, their home, and their family, would run to listen to what the boy was crying. Comet Ison is coming! Only to find out from professionals in the field of astronomy, experts, that Comet Ison did not survive its maiden journey around the sun. But, like the boy who cried wolf, they're crying on YouTube and cheering Comet Ison on. They're even, yes, yes, it survived. Only to find out everyone's at the edge of their seat that the experts were right. It didn't survive its maiden voyage around the sun. Dud. Then the same boy starts crying. Ison, Comet Ison has a massive debris tail that survived the perihelion, and it's filled with rocks and space junk, and it's going to make a pass towards Earth. In February, it could wipe out all of mankind, and everybody's hearts are pounding. They're on the edge of their seat. And good morning, everyone. It's July 1st. We're still here. So when I hear a report, I don't want death and destruction. I was praying that they would find these 3 teenage Israeli boys alive. So when I see a report breaking that they were found dead and murdered by Israeli soldiers, I do the best I can. I get on the Jerusalem Post, Israeli news, every news mainstream media source I could find, and I couldn't get any information. So I apologize to everyone for doubting this story. But that's what happens when you have the boy who cries wolf. Is he really protecting the sheep? I love you. I'm out to work my ministry. I will be back. Our prayers go to the families of those that lost their teenage sons. Our prayers for Israel. Our prayers for the people of Israel, that they will turn to the Messiah. Leave me comments. I love you very much. Hope you understand.